Hello and welcome to Cut It with a Hammer. Today we're going to do another shop project, but before I get to there, let me explain why I'm doing so many shop projects. So I got two new pieces of equipment this year, this table saw and a 20-inch planer, stationary planer. And so sometimes you need to make a few things for those new tools just to make them easier to use. I've already done the project of putting an hour meter on the planer. And today we're going to look at a slider or a sled. It's not really a sled, more of a slide for the planer. And once we get that done and a few other shop-like projects, then I can start digging into some other projects. And there's probably some of you who are wondering where the Kumiko project is, and that stopped right before I got my new table saw. And so I've been busy working on getting the shop cleaned up and the new saw settled in and starting to get lumber cut up, so I have some stuff to do during the wintertime inside. I'm also working on a workbench for the inside for doing handwork. But the Kumiko is about halfway done, so it shouldn't be, hopefully by the end of the year I'll have that all wrapped up. There really isn't that much left, but I need to spend some time focused on that. So before we go any further, basically what I'm making is I have an 8-inch joiner, and I frequently get boards that are more than 8 inches wide. So what you basically do is join one face with the board hanging over the one edge, and then you're trying to run it through the planer. Well, you don't have a flat side. So what we're making today is a slider platform to slide the jointed edge through the planer and still leave room for the little lip. And when we put together, you'll get to see what it's like. But that's what we're going to do today. So let's get started. So to start with, I cut a 8-inch wide piece of plywood to length, which I think was like 54 inches or 59 inches. It was a little bit too long to fit on the to cut to length on the slider, so I had to measure it. And then a couple of 1x2 pieces to put on the bottom edge so it would stay on the planer table. And then I took a 4-inch piece of ultra high density plastic that I got at Woodcraft, and I picked up 2 of the pieces because I thought I was going to cover the whole 8-inch part, but each piece was a little bit different thickness, so I just cut the one piece in half. And then I took some carpet tape and taped it down. But I was out of carpet tape, so I didn't do both of them here on video. So now we're going over here and we're going to add the cleats to the bottom side of the ramp, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what to call it. And do both ends, we're done. So here I'm going to join a board that's more than 8 inches wide. And I'd already started a little bit, but you can see here the lip that was left over. So we put the jig in place, and we put the lip, or the piece we couldn't join, over the edge. And we run it through a few times to get the one side flat. It was pretty flat to begin with because I'd already done some work with it. But I just wanted to demo this for you. So when you're done, you pull it out, and then you just plane as normal on the other side. Just take off that little lip. Depending on how badly warped the board is, the lip could be a little bit bigger, as it is on the cover photo of this video. And so we've wrapped up that project. One thing I added earlier today after using it a few times, was this little strip along one edge to, because I had one of the boards pivot as it went across the ramp, you can call it, and it lifted up so that the lip on the jointed side came up on top of the board and then it jammed in the planers. So I've had this lip to try and keep that from happening, but this is how it came out. And like I said, I've used it a few times and I'm pretty happy with it. So another shop project done. So one step closer to doing real projects. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot to see that subscriber list grow. Have any comments or questions, put them down below and I'll get right to them. And we'll see you in the next video.